talk about courage like it's standing in front of monsters. Funny, the monsters I remember most wore teachers' robes. You stood in front of a classroom and hated me before I spoke. 11 years old, scared, famous for something that murdered my parents. And the first thing you ever taught me was that adults could hate children too. You looked at my face and saw my father. Same hair, same eyes, same history. You decided who I was before I ever had the chance to become anyone at all. Called me arrogant before you knew me. Called me attention-seeking when I spent my childhood trying not to be noticed. You hated my father for humiliating children, then spent years doing the exact same thing to me. You hated cruelty when it was done to you, but when you held the power, you called it discipline. You called it teaching. You called it what I deserved. You think I wanted fame? I lived in a cupboard while you looked at me and saw James Potter laughing. I was sleeping beside spiders, wondering why nobody wanted me. You saw my face and made it evidence. Every mistake became proof. Every angry word became James returning. Every moment I failed became your excuse to hate a child. Let's talk about occlumency. You dragged me into a room alone, tore through my head and invaded every memory I had. You saw my relatives hurt me, saw Dudley torment me, saw the cupboard and you still sneered. Why did my weakness disgust you when you knew exactly what it looked like? You stood there watching memories I would have died to hide, treated them like inconveniences. Meanwhile, I saw yours once, one single time, and I stopped because unlike you, I knew humiliation when I saw it. I saw my father hurt you, and I hated him for it. Do you understand how awful that felt? I defended you while you were still insulting me, 'cause none of that was funny, none of it. You think you're the only person who grew up angry. I know rage too, loneliness, fear. The difference is, when I saw someone weaker suffering, I wanted it to stop. You saw yourself in me and punished me for surviving differently. Supposed to protect children. You were supposed to be the adult in the room. You were supposed to look at an 11-year-old and see a child, not a ghost, not an old enemy, not a memory that hurt too much to touch. Just a child. Every time I looked at you, I wondered if you ever actually saw me, or if all you ever saw was the boy who wasn't there. Because I was never James Potter, I was just Harry, and all I ever wanted was for the adults in my life to remember that. To remember that.